everyone, welcome to Have You Heard, and it's time to do some ELP again. We haven't done them for a while. It's always a bit difficult looking for tracks that aren't getting very many reactions, but I found one, and believe it or not, I found it on Trilogy. There we go. Probably my favourite ELP album, and we're doing The Sheriff, as you can see. You saw the thumbnail. We're doing The Sheriff, which has not received any standalone reactions. A couple of people have done Sheriff and Hoedown or included it in a full album review, cut into pieces, but no Sheriff on his own. Maybe that's because it's a fun track, perhaps could be construed as a bit of a throwaway piece. It's far from a throwaway piece as far as I'm concerned, and from the moment I heard it back in June 1972, no, this was always a go-to track for me. So I'm pleased to see that not many people have reacted to it at all. Okay, it's a fun track, and it's about the Wild West, and it's about Big Kid Josie and his travails with the sheriff, and how he eventually comes out on top. But the playing is brilliant. There's a lot of fun at the beginning with Carl's mistake, and there's a lovely honky tonk at the end. What more do you want? Let's listen to it first of all, shall we? And then we can talk about it a bit more afterwards. Don't forget, if there's any ELP songs you'd like me to share with the general public, with our community, why not request it on the Buy Me a Coffee that we have set up now? You never know. We could have a lot of fun with that. The whole idea of the channel is to share our favourite music with one another. That's what I'd like to achieve anyway. Also, if you're new to us, like the video and subscribe. We're getting close to 590 subscribers now. I love it. In the meantime, let's start with The Sheriff. Yes, I had to get that right before Hoedown comes in. Yeah, oh, I'm proud of myself there. Isn't that brilliant? It's a throwaway tune, but my, they put a whole lot of care and brilliant playing into a throwaway tune. First of all, the writing of the song is so good. Greg's lyrics and Keith's melody. Uh, the playing is superb, particularly Carl. I love the shit at the beginning. I don't think I'd ever heard anybody on record say something like that before 1972. Um, Good old Midlands boy, Carl Palmer. And yeah, Keith's, Greg's voice, Greg's singing, Keith's playing, the way that he just, it's mainly organ, but then little bits of piano come in, and it just spices everything up a little bit, doesn't it? Uh, Different tones of the piano, and then of course finally you've got that honky tonk on the end, with Carl playing woodblocks along with it. Um, yeah, it really, you think of either a Wild West show or also even a silent movie, don't you, with everyone running away and being chased by everybody else. It's absolutely great. So that was a bit of fun for a Thursday, a fun Thursday. The I was, I always do some research before I come on, and I mean, there's not a whole lot of stuff that I didn't really know, um, that I could find without going really deeply. I don't think I need to do that. We all know the story of ELP round about 1972. Of course, this was the album that Keith and Greg both thought was probably their best album. I agree. Most people say Brain Salad Surgery, I think. I love Brain Salad Surgery, but I don't think it's as even as this particular album. Maybe not even as the debut. I love the debut. Tarkus always takes me a bit more time, or did take me more time. And I probably play that the least of the first five, to be honest. This one I play the most. And yeah, of course, it's so good because they put so much time and attention into it all. They used the very latest technology that they could find, and they overdubbed like crazy. And of course, that came back to bite them in the bum a little bit when they came to tour, because all the overdubs made it quite difficult for them to play the whole album very much live on stage. So there were a few key tracks that they weren't able to do. So when they went to eventually do Brain Salad Surgery the following year, they kind of took a pact, fewer overdubs so that we can play it live. And boy, did they play Carnival 9 live. I saw it at Wembley. Oh, it just blew me away. The only time I saw ELP live, but what a performance and what an evening! And they were on stage for hours. Yeah, that was great. One of the best things I ever did. I'm so pleased I managed to see them play. Uh, it's funny how you get into bands. I had a reasonably good school friend. We weren't quite as close after school because he didn't like to go out. He was, I don't know, he didn't like to do things, and I liked to do things. But he did like to collect records, and he was the guy that played me the Yes album first of all, and he was into Keith Emerson with the Nice way before I was, and he had all the albums. Um, he had things like the Five Bridges Suite, the heavy stuff, the serious stuff. And of course, he got the first album, and I heard the first album, and I thought, wow, this is good. but some of it still was a little bit tough for me to get into. Uh, then he got pictures as an exhibition, and he played me pictures as an exhibition, and that was it. I thought, oh, I've got to get the first album after this. And then, of course, came Tarkus, and then, of course, came Trilogy. Trilogy was the one. And eventually I got him out of doors, and we went around Scotland for a couple of weeks as 19-year-olds, playing golf on the free golf courses and drinking scotch, and almost playing non-stop Trilogy on an 8-track in his car. I mean, he had a car, I didn't. He had everything. Maybe it was because he didn't go out. Anyway, that is that. And ELP, yeah, I love them to pieces. And they're a band that I think I appreciate more and more as I get older. The music, the playing is just out of this world. And there's a lawnmower outside. I hope you can't hear it too much. Thank goodness the music's over. Anyway, let's stop talking now. Please, yeah, like and subscribe if you are new to us. Look at the checklists, the playlists below. Attached, we have more ELP songs there if you're a big fan. And yeah, think about throwing in a request. Let's get the community to start interacting with one another. But in the meantime, that's it for me for today. It's been great fun listening to the Sheriff. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, which is Friday. Therefore, it's a yes day. Which yes track shall we play tomorrow? Aha! There's the rub. See you tomorrow, folks. Bye now.